Hi guys, welcome back to LPB Racing for the Random Grid Replica Championship on Project Cars 2. This is round 5, race 3 now. We're in the touring cars at Imola, so we're getting ready for a start. Keith on pole from Callum, Stacker in third in the BMW. Watch out for a possible lightning start as we get ready for lights out, and we're off. Away we go. Let's have a look then. Stacker does get a good start in the BMW, straight behind Keith, but I can't do much with it because there's two cars in his way. As we come down to the first corner then to Tamburello. Keith in the lead from Callum, Stacker, everyone else Constantine up behind. As we go into the Tamburello chicane, Stacker goes a bit wide out, Neil Farmack alongside him. Everyone else trying to filter through. As Keith in the lead then from Callum. We've got Stacker who's just been passed by Neil. As we look a bit further back, there's Spapper. Oh, someone sideways, Andrea, sideways into the chicane. Up over the curb, Spapper goes out, Bidzster in the background there as well in the Mercedes. As we go into the next corner, everyone else neatly through. Andrea looking up the inside of Stacker, Spapper around the outside of Bidzster, just trying to fend Bidzster off. As Keith then must have got a penalty out of one of the other corners because he's had to slow right up. Callum goes into the lead, and then Neil tries to go around the outside of Callum into the top corner. Callum and Neil side by side for the lead. Neil over the curb, Callum down to the next corner. Callum on the outside, Neil on the inside, down to the next one. Callum trying to go around the outside in the Mercedes, brave stuff. All the way around the outside and takes the lead. Fantastic move there by Callum. Brilliant stuff as we go down to the chicane then. Neil tries to challenge back but can't quite do it. Callum defends off. And then we've got Spapper up the inside of Andrea. Bidzster into the back of Andrea there, but luckily gets away with it. Stacker, everyone else. Stacker going backwards here in the BMW, so not having much pace in that BMW yet. As you go down to the bottom of the hill then. Callum in the lead in the Mercedes. Neil, Renault Megane, followed by Keith. And then Keith goes wide, Spapper almost hits him, but luckily get away with it. Stacker's been passed by Stevie there. Blatantly up the inside of Stacker, trying to get round as well. Oh, hectic stuff in these touring cars. Brilliant racing as always. As we look at Stacker then in the BMW, further back we've got TY alongside Blatantly as well. Blatantly giving TY the squeeze towards the grass. Meanwhile, Neil Farmack catching up to Callum. The Renaults, Megane got lots more top end speed over the Mercedes. The Mercedes into Tamburello first though. Gets into the chicane, Keith runs wide, makes a mistake, and Spapper says thank you muchly. Straight through. Bidzster's got past Andrea, and then let's have a look at Stacker and Blatantly. Stacker keeps position, but look at Blatantly and co at the back. Growley as well, TY, Blake, all very close here. Into the chicane we go, as Blatantly's ahead, Growley and TY almost side by side. Growley ahead of TY now. Bidzster up the inside of Keith into Tozer. Bidzster up the inside in the Mercedes, back, flaunting the orange and white colours we ran in the British Touring Car Championship that we did. As in the background we've got car off the road, Stacker, bang, hits Growley. So something happened there, major incident. Stacker and Growley go round and they both try and spin the cars round, but we'll get a replay on that now. Here's a replay what happened to Stacker and co on lap 2. So here we go, Stacker goes wide, Blatantly goes up the inside. They want him to come out of this corner, Stacker comes across, bang, hits Blatantly, then he goes under the grass, keeps the power on, loses control and bang, hits Growley off into the side, and then that's what caused them both to go off. As we come back, Neil has to slow down for a penalty. Spapper takes the lead. So the in-game penalty is really punishing people here. As Spapper in the lead then from Neil, Bidzster, Keith and everyone else trying to be fourth. Down towards the next chicane. The Variante Alta. I think it is, I might be getting mixed up, but into the chicane. Bidzster slides through. Then we've got Keith in fourth, being passed by Andrea. Andrea getting a good run out the corner. Then we've got Stevie just behind, waiting in the wings, trying to pounce. Down the hill, Bidzster approaching Neil, can't do much about it yet, as we got everyone else on the brakes. Keith, I think Keith's gone off and Bidzster's hit someone there, I think, as well. But Keith goes off and loses 2 places, but I don't think there was contact between Bidzster and Stevie, I don't think, but Neil, sorry. But Bidzster's definitely lost time though, so something definitely happened there, so we'll get a replay on that. Between Bidzster and Neil, so see Bidzster goes to the inside of Neil, then has to sort of think twice and dive out of it, and taps Neil ever so slightly, but then continues. But because of that dive up the inside and going across the inside, he actually got a penalty for that, so he's telling everyone now he's staying to the side, and he's just going to let everyone go and get rid of this penalty, which took forever to get rid of. Going forward with Stevie for what happened down with Keith, and that's to see Keith and Andrea both block up. Keith goes wide off the track, and then there was no contact or anything, and then Andrea and Stevie take advantage. So as we look back then, Bidzster going backwards here, must have had a slow run or a penalty off that last corner. And here comes Callum to pass him as well, so Bidzster really trying to get rid of a penalty here as Andrea, Stevie and Keith go into Tamburello. Andrea in third place, Spapper running away with this, but he's got Neil all over the back end of him. Neil's looking for a move here. And he's alongside, is he going to get the move done? Yes, he does. Spapper's slowing up as Andrea passed him as well, so Spapper must have had another penalty there as he goes at the inside of Andrea again, over the curb. Brilliant racing this. Into the Tozer. Andrea up the inside of Stevie, just to try and defend the position. Keith trying to get stuck in, and Callum approaching. Bidzster's back to 7th after that penalty, so it was definitely a penalty for Bidzster that, so unlucky for Bidzster there. As we look at Stevie and Andrea up the hill then, Andrea looking to try and defend third place as Stevie goes cowabunga up the inside, but runs a country mile wide, and that'll be a penalty, I would imagine, as we go down the hill. Andrea resumes third, Stevie down to 4th. As we look further back, we've got Callum and Keith battling out, just trying to get the cameras on him. Sorry about this, ladies and gentlemen, there we go. Callum and Keith close together, Bidzster in 5th, so all jostling for position as Stevie looks up the inside. Oh, Stevie passes Andrea. Andrea must have got a penalty from that other chicane, and he looks like if he cops those curbs anymore, he might end up with more. So he's got to be careful. There's Callum over the curb. 2 wheels. Brilliant stuff there from Callum. Flamboyant, but it might not be fast as he gets the penalty for it. So, yep, the penalties in this game coming thick and fast, but that's what people get for having the game penalties on, because too many people were complaining about the host zone penalties, so the host decided to, right, okay, let's put the in-game penalties on if you're going to moan, and let's see how people like it. And they are on, and they are having a good effect, because they're punishing people there and then to try and stop them from doing the track limits. And also with the incidents as well, it gives you a penalty for incidents and contact, so it saved the host a lot of trouble as Stevie goes up the inside of Andrea and takes him off the road. That's not on, can't do that. But Stevie goes up the inside of Andrea and sort of pushed him off the track, so we'll get another angle on that. Ball with Stevie then, what happened between him and Andrea, so he goes up the inside, dive up the inside. He's not actually alongside, then he just pushes Andrea off the track to forcefully take the position, so I would imagine there'll be a penalty for that. As we come back from that then, Bidzster behind Andrea, trying to push, but runs wide again, so Bidzster again might get another penalty for that. He does, he has to back right off. As T-White closes up, he's got to go wide, he's off onto the gravel. Bidzster's off into the gravel, obviously had a penalty and we're trying to keep out of the way and hit the marbles and then went off wide, so Bidzster back down to 9th. Not good for Bidzster here. As we look at Stevie then in 3rd after forcing his way past Andrea and running wide again, so Stevie not the cleanest driver in LPB racing at the moment in Project Cars, but needs to clean his act up a bit. As we go down the bottom and up to the top, as Spapper runs a bit wide there, that could slow him up and he might have a penalty, we'll have to see. As Andrea closes up to the back of Stevie, wanting revenge, Stevie darts to the one side of the track. And then Andrea, just about to get the position, but he's run wide, he'll probably get a penalty for that. Will he? Yes, I think he's having to back off. Yep, he's having to let the position back, so again, the game doing its job. As we look at Stevie there with Andrea, TY closing up behind as well in the BMW, having a late race surge in this. As TY comes out that corner behind him, so in the lead, Neil Farmack by 4.5 seconds from Spapper. There he is in 2nd, followed by Stevie. Andrea 4th, being attacked by TY. That BMW so fast on the straights. The Megane's really fast on the straight as well, but the BMW just trumping it here. Right up the inside is TY. Andrea gives him space. Up to Tamburello. TY's on the inside. Andrea challenges him, but TY, nice, fair and clean move there. Brilliant move by TY. Wouldn't expect anything less. As we go out of Tamburello, Andrea trying to get a good run out of here to try and challenge towards Villeneuve, but I don't think he's close enough to make the move stick. And he's not. TY defends anyway. As Andrea tries to go around the outside, but can't quite make it done. As TY has to defend, just about stays within the track limits. And then down towards Tozer, defends the inside again. Good racing here. TY defends the inside and then goes up the hill and takes the place. So good job there by TY and Andrea. Good fair racing. Callum and Callum and Keith there, coming up the hill. Bidzster just behind, and Growley and Stacker right at the back after having that incident earlier on in the race. There's Bidzster. We're in front of Blakeney, just trying to get used to this Mercedes again, not driven it for a while. But not doing too bad, but a few track limit penalties have cost him a lot of time. There's TY then in 4th place, trying to catch Spapper now in 3rd. As we've got Stevie and Spapper battling out for position then. Stevie must have had a penalty there, he goes, has to back off. Spapper goes ahead, Stevie then out of the corner, gets a good move on, and then tries to get the position back from Spapper there. As he goes side by side down the hill. Stevie on the inside, Spapper on the outside as we go down. Oh, almost contact, very close indeed. But Stevie gets the move done, so very close to disaster there, but luckily gets the move done and into the inside and gets the position. So Stevie into 2nd, then Spapper 3rd. TY in 4th, and the BMW not hanging around in that yellow BMW, showing what it can do as Spapper then comes to try and pass Stevie again on the straight, on the power, side by side. TY waiting in the wings as well as we go down to Tamburello. Stevie will defend the inside for all he's worth. Stevie defends it, and then defends it well that time, doesn't run anyone off the road as Spapper stays behind. TY looking to try and make amends as well, but can't quite make enough. Is he looking at the inside here? Is he on the inside? No, he's not. Just look from the camera angle like he was. Stevie into the corner, runs a bit wide. Spapper could get a good run here, but can't quite do it because he's got a Renault in his way. TY looks up the inside, can't quite do it again. Spapper again looking for another opportunity to get round. Stevie defending well here. As we look further back, Keith and Andrea 5th, 6th, and then Callum 7th, Blakeney in 8th, Bidzster catching up. As they look at these lot up here, Stevie trying to defend from Spapper, but Spapper has a little look at the inside, no contact, but Stevie goes wide there. He'll probably get a track limit penalty for that and have to give up the place, but he's battling it down the hill. He's thinking, so there's a contact! There's contact between the two cars, and then Stevie gives him a little nudge to say, hey, what are you doing that for? And a bit of contact there as you go through, but all fair, Rubbins Racing as we go down to the chicane then. To the chicane we go, Spapper ahead, TY ahead of Stevie now. Stevie must have got a penalty for that, so Stevie's had to back off. So Spapper, TY, Stevie, Andrea closing up in 5th, but again we've got to watch out for those track limits. There's Keith in 6th, doing a good job here in 6th place is Keith. Bidzster in 8th, he's ahead of Blakeney now, so Bidzster trying to make up some positions in this race, but not having a very good race as it is, as Spapper goes wide onto the AstroTurf, has to sort of get the car back on track, and he's lost time there. TY had to back off as well. Stevie will have closed up as well, so still three of them battling for 2nd, 3rd and 4th places. But look at the top end of that BMW, closing right upon that Megane on the straight, goes to the outside, Spapper goes to the inside, but will he have the overrun before even he gets to the corner? He might do, but the BMW's not as good on the brakes as the front wheel drive, as Spapper defends the corner onto the inside. Well done there. TY has to stay in 3rd. Stevie still waiting in the wings in 4th as we've got a car in the background. Andrea goes rally crossing in that car, and Bidzster has to just avoid him. Oh wow, so Andrea there causing a bit of mayhem, but got the car sideways. We'll get a quick replay on that. To Andrea, so going up on the curbs, and then we go wide, hit that curb there, then we end up full throttle, and then oh well, we should have really put the throttle down there to actually recover the car, but yeah, went over on the grass, lost control, and make sure he saves as he joins the track best he could. Well done there. So as we come back from that then, from Andrea's little rallycross moment, Spapper still in 2nd, TY 3rd, Stevie 4th, Keith in 5th, Callum, Bidzster is your order there. As we go up the hill, Spapper and TY now. TY's turn to have a go at Spapper. Stevie's out the way, he's about a half second back. Now it's time for TY to have a go at Spapper. Spapper feeling as though he's got to defend the inside. He's going to compromise him for the way out. But TY just waiting in the wings, waiting to find a good opportunity to go through as Spapper then goes up the hills. TY goes alongside into the chicane, but the BMW's not as good on the brakes. We'll have to see here up the inside. He's alongside each other, they're all rubbing, and then they both go try and go through the corner side by side, and Stevie's like, hey guys, how you doing? I'm back. And now it's 3 wide. Stevie giving the door mirror treatment to TY. as we go down the hill, 3 wide. This is going to end in tears as we go down to the corner at the bottom. Stevie makes it stick, but he's going to go wide. Spapper goes back up the inside, saying, not yet, sunshine, not yet. Come here. And Spapper gets the position. Brilliant racing here, fantastic stuff. This is what you can expect from LPB racing. This is what it's all about. And Spapper ahead of these two, then he decides to block TY off and let Stevie go side by side, but it's going to be 3 wide again. Down towards Tamburello, contact between Stevie and Spapper, they're magnetised. This is going to end bad, but luckily they managed to get it all good. Spapper on the inside into Tamburello. Stevie trying to go around the outside of him for the next corner, but can't do it. Fantastic stuff. This is epic as we go down to out of Tamburello down towards Villeneuve. Brilliant stuff this. Can't commend these guys enough for the clean racing here. Yes, there's been a few little spits of aggressive driving, but that's touring car racing for you. As we look at Callum in the background trying to close up with Callum and Bidzster, but this is the battle to watch at the minute. TY, Stevie and Spapper providing all the entertainment here, and meanwhile we're on the last lap of the race. So Neil Farmack 6.5 seconds ahead, pulling away. Looks like he's set for a victory here as Spapper in second, Stevie third for now because TY's waiting in the wings. Stevie goes a bit wide but gets away with it. TY gets a good run down the hill. Meanwhile Keith and Callum quite close together as well, so Callum and Keith very close. As we look at Stevie and TY then up the hill. Spapper runs a bit wide, loses a bit of speed. That could close things up for the chicane. Down to the chicane we go. Spapper in second. Stevie in third for now as Spapper defends the inside. It's going to compromise his run out the corner. Stevie could get a cut back here, get back on the power. TY does the same, gets the power on down the hill, and Stevie not giving him any room, pushing him on the grass. Stevie not giving any quarter here as we go down the hill. Neil's already through the last few corners as Stevie tries to go around the outside of Spapper here. Last lap desperation, goes wide. TY tries to get through but can't quite do it. Meanwhile behind Callum and Bidzster and Keith. Bidzster gets past Keith. So we'll get a replay on that in a minute as Neil comes to the line to take victory here. Neil Farmack wins. Well done to Neil. Spapper's going to be second. Stevie's going to be third. TY fourth after a fantastic battle. Epic stuff. Then we've got Callum fifth. Bidzster gets sixth from Keith. We'll get a quick replay on that now. Okay, here's a replay what happened to Bidzster and Keith. So you see Keith and Callum are side by side. Callum goes through and then Bidzster tries to follow. The tiny little bit of contact, but fair's fair. Rubin's racing. Keith gives him a little bit back as well. Bang, bang, have that. But then Bidzster takes position, so it was quite fair. Bit of Rubin's racing. Keith fought back, but Bidzster follows Callum through to take sixth. As we come back from that, Andrea finishes 8th. Blaney is going to be 9th. Growley is going to be in 10th place after that incident earlier with Stacker. And then yours truly, Stacker, with quite a misshaped BMW, I have to say, and looks like it's been rallycrossing or it's been part of a demolition derby or something, but Stacker clearly wanting the aerodynamics of his car to be slightly different than everyone else's. So Stacker comes up to the line and he will finish in 11th place in a very misshaped, looking like it's heading for the scrapyard BMW. So we'll just get those results confirmed for you now, guys. Okay guys, here's the results from that end. So Neil takes victory in that one. Well done to Neil. Spapper finishes in second. TY gets on the podium in third. Then it's Stevie who finishes in 4th position after a 3-second penalty for the track limits. And then it's Callum in 5th. Bidzster finishes in 6th. Keith comes home in 7th. Andrea is in 8th. Blaney in 9th, both of them with 2-second penalties. Growley in 10th. And Stacker rounds off the 11. So as we come back from that then, there's your winner, Neil Farmack in that green Megane on picture there. Well done to Neil Farmack. And we'll see you guys for race 4 in the touring cars, for hopefully which will turn out to be a lot more action. So take care guys.